What's up, guys? MrVerry, aka Adronus here, and today I am going to be doing Bonebeast Hell, Bonebeast Island, sorry about that, and Lich Hell. These are two pretty cool areas, and I've been wanting to do them for a while, I just haven't gotten around to it. So, without further ado, I will be showing these areas. And first, I gotta change my hotkeys up a little bit. And now I'm ready to go. Alright. So there's a reason this is called Bonebeast Island. Should be quite obvious. There's a lot of bone beasts, along with a lot of demon skellies and ooh, that was a little rough. Didn't mean to let that happen. And gonna go ahead and skin all these bone beasts momentarily here. Get some hardened bones off their dead carcasses. Let's see here. Hopefully we can get at least one. And in Lich Hell, there's several necromancers, there's priestesses, there's vampires. It's a really good area to hunt for paladins and sorcerers and druids. Knights might be able to do well there. I don't really know. I don't have too much experience with a knight above level 50 because knights are my least favorite vocation. And I would much rather be, and I'm going to drop a Rage of the Skies just to crush everything real quickly. And using avalanches to take out these quickly. And I should be getting my level back in this video too, so looking forward to that. Unfortunately, I lost 216. I was really close to 217. Only to, I don't remember if I checked this GS. Nope, he didn't have anything of value. And my net cut, and I was in the middle of a demon, and I was very close to 217. And then, you know, since the net cut, I died. Went back down to 215, but I am still very close to level 216. So, assuming my net doesn't have any more problems, things should go. So, I'm going to be showing the entrance to Lich Hell. And this is a good spot for necromancers, vampires. There's quite a good variety of creatures here. Of course, the bone beasts. And normally when you're doing the Garoma Islands quest, you would go to the west here, and there's two bog raiders below, and I'll go ahead and take them out real fast. Oops, just switched my hotkeys, so you're gonna take a little adjusting. And bog raiders are terribly weak to physical damage, so explosions work quite well. They're also weak to energy. And right here, you need a variety of mushrooms. You have to set a white mushroom, a brown mushroom, a dark mushroom, and a green mushroom in a certain order, and this teleports you to a Quara cave, which eventually leads up to Hydra Island. So I'm not going to explore the entirety of this part. I usually just run through here, but I'm going to take out the stuff and show you guys the variety of creatures in here. And there's some priestesses on this floor. Most of them are located in Lich Hell. And I gotta switch back out to my fire. And check out the demon skellies, although, you know, they hardly ever drop shit. And we'll take that creature product. It's light and worth a decent amount of money. Hopefully you get a vampire dust, although that's not too likely. And I believe there's another priestess down here. Nope, just necromancers and several crypt shamblers, and I'm going to get all of them on me at once so that I can just great fireball and take them out. And looking through the necromancers, hopeful for a pair of boots of haste, but that's, you know, quite unlikely. Although necromancers do drop boots of haste, like, quite often, considering how weak they are, compared to other creatures that drop boots of haste. And skinning the Bonebeasts. And you need a pick to get down to Lich Hell. Since there's demon skeletons here, I use avalanches since my great fireballs won't be too effective, and I typically stick to avalanches. And it looks like no one's here, so that's good news. And using a mix of fire wave and great fireballs to deal with the initial necromancers. No loot quite yet, but the hunt is young. And a bony tail. This is a creature product that can be sold in Adronus, and it's worth around it's worth 210 gold. And since predominantly creatures use earth damage here, I'm gonna switch out to my gill legs. And one of the liches is right north, and you can see his bone beasts are starting to rush out. And this area is good for paladins and druids and sorcerers of about, I would say level 80 plus to be safe. This is actually kind of a weaker area for someone of my level, but I still wanted to show it, as this used to be one of my favorite hunting spots when I was a little bit of a lower level. And it would be nice to run into an undead cave bear while recording. As I said in my previous video, I have run into some undead cave bears. And there's the first hardened bone. And this is a good spot to do Lugri's quest, which is the one with 4,000 necromancers / priestesses, because there's both priestesses and necromancers here. So, checking out the Necros and a Necromantic Robe, which they actually drop quite rarely, regardless of the fact that it's not really too great of an item. And I always pick up creature products regardless of the cost they sell for, because of the simple fact, and I didn't mean to do that, liches are highly resistant to energy damage. But like I said, I usually do that here because Oh, and once again, I messed up. Yeah, like I said, I'm just getting used to my hotkeys again, guys. It's gonna take a little getting used to. So, right here we have a good bit of necromancers and a lich. So I'm gonna use great fireballs in order to take out the necromancers and finish off the lich after he got dealt some decent damage. And there's a chest down here, which when people were first doing this quest, they realized they didn't know how to get through the Hydra part with the mushrooms. So what they needed to do was go to the west part of the cave. I didn't mean to go south there. And figure out the combo. And there's a book that you can loot, and I'm going to show the chest that you loot it from, that gives you the pretty much the information you need on how to get through that part. And there's some priestesses over to the west here. And take out the priestesses with ease, and already a hailstorm rod. Unfortunately, it's too heavy for me to carry because I stocked up on supplies. So I'm going to take out the lich and use up some pots real quick. Make room. I believe they're 33. Oh no, they're actually a little less than that. And check out the necromancers. No loot, but always worth checking. And to the south here, we have another lovely priestess and a lich at the bottom. And just checking some loot. Believe there's another priestess down here. No, there isn't. And this chest is the chest that you retrieve what I talked about previously from the book that people used to guide them. Now it's kind of unnecessary due to wiki. I mean, you can always just wiki it and figure out what mushrooms need to go where. But still figured I would show the area. And here's a lich with a full squad of Bonebeasts. And for those of you who pick up gold, definitely a good spot to go. And I did miss the east and then south area, so I'll go back and show that. And then I'll pretty much have showed the entirety of the cave. And obviously this is for much lower levels than myself. You can see that I've already almost overkilled the cave. And undead cave bears are likely to spawn all over the cave. I've seen them in a variety of places. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the creatures on me and use a Rage of the Skies, and I end up killing them all in one hit, so that was pretty successful. And it would appear there's no loot, but that's fine by me. I'm not really too concerned. And I'm going to drop some great mana potions, as I don't really need them. Luckily, the respawn here isn't too terribly slow. So even at the rate I'm killing them, I can always go back upstairs and kill all the stuff up there. And by the time I do that, the majority of this spot should be spawned. And the Lich down here spawned before the Necromancers, which is kind of surprising. I would have expected one of the necromancers to be back before the Lich. And it really sucks that the Liches, Bonebeasts, no longer fall on the ground, so you can't skin them, because that was definitely a major profit booster down here before. And we'll see how many of the necromancers are respawned down here. At least 2. Oh, that's not bad at all. So, getting all these bunched up so that I can use avalanches at first, and now a great fireball to finish them off. Waiting for the Bonebeast to become skinnable, and then I'm going to pop back up and see what's respawned. And I'll show the rest of the cave. I'm going to show the north end and the northwest end. So I'm going to get all these creatures bundled around me so that I can use another Rage of the Skies effectively. And took them all out again. Checking the necromancers for obviously a hopeful Boots of Haste, but doesn't seem to be the case so far. And a Hardened Bone. And you can see there's actually several necromancers spread throughout the cave. I mean, among other creatures, but it's certainly nice. And rather than wasting the mana it takes to use a Rage of the Skies, I decided to just use avalanches, as it's cheaper and almost as effective at my level. And up here is a Dragon Lord's, or Dragon Lord, Dragon, Fire Elemental. It's a pretty decent spot. So I'll be showing that too. And we'll loot these lowly creatures. How great would it be if I got a vampire shield off this, like, few amount of vampires I've killed already? That would be some real good luck. And the northwest spot's hole brings you back up to where the Crypt Shamblers were when I first dropped down from Bonebeast Island. And now that I have the majority of them on me, I use avalanches to dispose of them quite quickly, and then salvage their bodies for most likely nothing, as they are stingy bastards. And I'll go show the, well, actually guys, I'm gonna end this video here, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, and if you have any feedback for me, leave a comment. If you like the content I produce, feel free to subscribe to my channel, as there will be much more to come. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed.